Welcome to part 3 of the Honda CX500 Moto Fugazi build. As you can tell by the title, in this video we're taking out the engine. The first thing I need to do is build a cart to work on the engine separate from the bike. I just happened to have a spare set of casters lying around and fortunately had a bunch of spare lumber from a recent shed project to use. The cart platform is going to be an 18-inch square with 2 rails in the center to elevate the motor, which will make it easier to work on. And lining up the cart underneath the motor, just to double check my measurements, and it looks like it should be a square fit. I'm removing the carbs before dropping the motor to reduce any complications and to eliminate the possibility of damaging the carbs. I'm also removing the ignition wires, and although it's not necessary, I'm going to remove the coils as well to get them out of the way. The engine's held in with 3 bolts in the back and 2 bolts along the top of the frame. The 3 bolts in the back are 1 bolt on either side and then 1 long through bolt below them. The 2 upper bolts in the back are pretty easy to remove, but the lower through bolt takes a little bit more encouragement. I have the motor held up with an automotive jack, and once it's loose, it's pretty easy to work out of there. It's not very heavy, it's got a good center point, and there's plenty of room to move it around. Looks like the motor fits really well in the cart. I should have done this earlier while the motor was still in the bike, but I need to drain the cooling system through the radiator in order to remove it. I'm also going to be removing the front mounting frame, which will need to be repainted and will allow me to access the entire motor in order to repaint the motor as well. That's it for this video. Thanks again for watching. In my next video, I plan on tearing down the remainder of the motor and prepping it for paint. See you next time.